I've tested the slime samples. I believe I'll be able to brew an antidote.
Good. A pox in an army can prove more ravaging than even their fiercest foe. Your service will be recognized.
How? Will I get a toad-shaped medal?
The army's not got any medal like that.
Geralt? Are you alright? What's that on your face?
Long story.
We're conducting important business. Yous can catch up later.
Yes. Right. I'll get to work on the antidote. Shouldn't take long.
Tasty number, that medic. Not like a scholar at all.
So, think learned women are ugly as a rule?
Well, it's lucky they're brains, because they've not got beauty. Is that right, lads?
Oh, aye. Mutts, all of them. Hideous things. Wouldn't touch one with a 10L pole.
But this lass is different. Exceptional.
You're a lucky bastard, Witcher. We've seen her making eyes at you. Not like she looks at us. Isn't that right? Admit it. You fancy it too, eh?
Sorry, none of your business.
Come on. There's some kind of secret. You embarrassed? She's quite fetching, and you're, well, none too handsome, but a witcher. Lasses like your type. Come now, fess up. You fancy her or not?
It'd take a blind man to shrug and turn away.
Too true. Meantime, you witches have got especially sharp senses.
Here's the medicine. It's a strong solution, so careful with the dosage. Each patient gets exactly 2 drops after meals, 3 times a day. At the most, in 3-4 days, the infection should recede.
I thank you. In Redania's glorious name.
Serving the Redanian cause now?
I serve individuals. I treat them. That they're Redanians is coincidental. Cadwennies, Edirnian, elves, dwarves, halflings, the same.
Aside from the incident in the sewers, we last saw each other.
Yes. Yes.
Feels like a century ago. Where have you been? What have you been...
Well, I left Vizima and returned to Oxenfoot. Shortly thereafter, war broke.
Yeah, classic
Can't complain, really. I've lived at home since the fighting subsided. Resumed my practice, though I must always be ready. For at any time, the
Shani, I need your help this time.
I'd guess this wasn't a social call. All right. Tell me what you need. Is it at all related to that mark on your face? Ah, and you must tell me what happened in the sewers.
Where do I start? All right. Monster in the sewers turned out to be a giant toad, and this toad was actually a prince, an Ophiri one at that.
And I'm a Kaviri Duchess.
It's the truth, uncolored, I swear. When I killed the toad, some Ophiri soldiers led by a mage showed up, captured me. Man named Gaunter O'Dim freed me.
Who's this?
Frankly, I don't really know. He helped me out of a bind, and now he expects me to fulfill some nobleman's wishes in return. First one's to summon the ghost of his brother, and show him the time of his life.
Amuse a ghost? How do you intend to do that?
Not my chief concern at the moment. Gotta find his grave and summon him first, then we'll see.
But that's necromancy. It's extraordinarily risky and involves higher magic.
O'Dim told me how to do it. No sorcerers or necromancy involved. Gave me this concoction that summons ghosts. I'll need a censer, too.
Well, that can be arranged. They keep one in a storehouse at the academy. I can fetch it for you.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. But I still don't like this.
Neither do I, but I don't really have any options. Gotta summon that ghost.
I understand. Whose ghost is it?
Olgierd von Everek's brother.
Von Everek? In my third year at Oxenfoot, we had to choose an elective. My options were Pearls of Wisdom from the Hierarchs, or Famous I chose the latter. Here it is. Von Igrid, Von Estiken, Von Everek. It says Olgierd had a brother named Vladimir. He lies in the family crypt near their manor.
Thanks. Knew I could count on you. I'm off.
The crypt's described as quite a work of art. I'd love to see it. Why don't I bring the censer? We can meet at the entrance.
Never seen this side of you.
What side is that?
How do I put this? Your romantic side? Used to seeing you surrounded by bandages and medicine vials, often covered in blood.
Well, that's because you usually come round while I'm at work. Off duty now. Waiting for you, weaving a garland for the wedding.
A wedding? Whose?
A dear friend's. From the academy. Speaking of which, would you go with me?
Wait. That was your notice?
What notice?
The one posted by the 7 cats. Need a beau to accompany me to a friend's wedding. If any intelligent, amusing, handsome, none too old nor none too young man owning at least one decent-looking frock.
No, that's not mine. So, will you go with me, or not?
Sure, why not?
Wonderful. So, it's a date.
Remember to bring the censer?
Of course. Some soldiers nearly caught me slipping it into my satchel. Wasn't sure what you needed it for, so I also took a mix of amber, aniseed, and juniper. All rather smoky when lit.
Thanks. Might come in handy.
Shall we?
Let's go.
The tone was spot on. This is impressive.
Yeah, too bad it's falling apart.
The family hit on hard times. No coin to splurge on such luxuries. Ooh, that looks just a little too creepy for me.
Don't have to come if you don't want. Wait here. This is no crypt. It's a full-blown mausoleum. Wraiths. This is what it is. defenses? Sure hope so. Should look around. Probably shouldn't touch that. Honoratina, loving wife of Kestatis, died in 1257. Vladimir von Everek, son of Bohumil and Christina. There you are. Now for the ritual. Gotta spread the incense throughout the crypt, every room. Life and death, fire and blood. Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed. Arise as a friend, for I am no foe. Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Arise as a friend, for I am no foe. Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed. Life and death, fire and blood. Time to light the votive fire. Fire and blood, life and death, I summon ye, whose blood I have brought. Fire and blood, life and death.
You have summoned me, stranger. Why?
Name's Geralt. Came to wake the ghost of Vladimir von Everek.
Who you are, and why you've come matter little. For you'll not leave this place alive.
Are you Vlad's ghost?
Who asks after my grandson?
It matters not, Honoratina.
What I wonder is how this mortal obtained the family's blood. For von Everic's rise only for von Everic blood.
True. Yet to my knowledge, only one of our line yet lives. Olgierd.
Then we converse with the man who spilled the blood of your grandson, Kestitis.
Mean none of you are Vladimir? It's Olgierd, his brother, who sent me.
You will meet Vlad soon enough. Yet Olgierd, you will never see again. Die. Kill him, von Everic's. Olgierd's blood.
My. Ornery whoresons, those von Everic's, eh?
Who are you?
The rogue you seek. Vladimir von Everic, brother to Olgierd.
Forgot I cannot even scratch my stones. Though in point of fact, they've not itched much since I died.
Didn't want to fight your family. They started it.
I'm dead, not blind. I preferred to see how you'd handle those snobby pricks. And Grandmum, too. Besides, what harm could you do them? They're dead as it is. Now tell me how you came into Olgierd's blood. If you hurt him, I fear I shall have to kill you.
Got it from a mutual acquaintance of mine and Olgierd's. I'm here on a business.
I'm a swining corpse, with no interest in important matters, yours or any other buggers. The sole thing I miss is feasting, corporal diversion, so to speak. But alas...
Get a lot of visitors?
At times, not often. For when someone does drop by...
Fun-loving family.
True! We're famed for our love of revelry and rumbles. We von Everett. Naturally, with raids comes loot. So, towards the end of my life was when things went... But, no point poking at old wounds. Just days before I died.
Your brother sent me.
How is the old rogue? What I wouldn't give to ride by his side again.
No chance of that happening. Could experience something else, though. Something a corpse should find interesting.
Interesting? Out with it. What do you have in mind?
Listen, Olgierd gave me a job. Odd as it may sound.
Is that so? Now that's, How much time do we have?
Think one night should do the trick?
Wait just a moment while I... What the blistering devils?
You're a ghost. Can't grab things.
I keep forgetting. But how am I to revel and rock and fuck? Can't lift a tankard to my lips. Can't wield a saber. Can't squeeze a wench as we dance a jig.
Guess you'll have to do without. Let's go.
I will go nowhere. You're to see I enjoy myself, correct? Well, then think of a way to make it possible.
How?
Revive my flesh.
No can do. Besides, body's probably decomposed.
Then bloody come up with another way. I'll not go anywhere in this state.
Come on, we're wasting time.
I'm not to waste time. Sir, time is all I've left.
You this big a pain in the ass when you were alive, too?
Do not anger me, boy. If I'd but one night,
I want to revel properly, not watch others enjoy themselves.
So what do you propose?
I've an idea.
Oh no, not gonna happen.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
Geralt, wake up! Open your eyes! Where are the smelling salts?
Death was a small price to pay to lie on a lap so lovely, and so near the wonders concealed a bit higher.
Have you gone mad?
Yes, as soon as I laid eyes on you, promise to stay and stroke my chin, and I shall spend the rest of eternity in a hound's body, trotting along by your well-turned calves.
Geralt? What's happened to you?
Geralt, I'm Vladimir.
What?
Blast. Fine, give me a moment. Yeah, definitely don't like being possessed.
You'd not have fainted had you not resisted so fiercely.
Geralt, care to explain what's going on here?
It's his fault.
A pleasure to meet you, my sweet.
Whose?
His. You know, Olgerd's brother.
Geralt, there's no one else here.
Seems your lovely maiden friend can neither see nor hear me. There's potential in that.
Leave Shani out of this.
Ah, is that her name? Lovely. A perfect name for a perfect lass.
You're testing my patience.
As you are mine. Can you please explain what's going on here?
Oh, fiery. Temperament matches the drapes.
Listen, I'm supposed to show Vladimir von Everec the time of his life. Turned out, he's a ghost. So, willing or not, I gotta lend him my body.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you're possessed?
Not at the moment. Just now he's standing next to me, coyly grinning at you. But off and on, he'll enter my body. So anything I say or do will actually be him. His mind, his intent.
But what if I want to talk to you, not him?
Well, she should approach me and ask me to jump out for a bit.
Just come up and ask him to leave for a while.
I see.
Splendid!
Right then, Sugar Plum. What say you we leave this dank crypt? There's a charming grove nearby where kisses taste sweeter than anywhere else in the world.
I take it you're Vladimir now. Doesn't seem like I'll have trouble telling you apart from Geralt.
My sentiments exactly. Between you and me, this Witcher fellow is an awful bore.
Only sometimes.
Ha! Seems we're kindred spirits. So, off to the nearest hedgerow.
I'm afraid I have to turn you down, dear ghost.
A shame. In that case, point me to the nearest brothel.
I've got a better idea. Just before Geralt entered the crypt to summon you, I invited him to my friend's wedding.
Good heavens. That's damn good luck. No better dancer in all Redania than Vladimir von Everec. My ginger muffin. With me, you shall enjoy an evening to top all others.
Wonderful. I must stop by my home first and change. So, we'll meet at the temple.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Why not?
I'm not fond of temples, see? When alive, I'd only set foot in one to loot it. And in death, I find I despise them all the more. Could we not meet after the ceremony, go straight to the feast?
All right. Seems we've no other option.
Splendid. Then I shall see you at the wedding manor.
I must say, Witcher, a man could lose his head for a lass like that. And that comes from none other than Vladimir von Everett. So tell me, honestly now, man to ghost. For if so, you have my word, I shall keep my distance. But if not, then...
Let's say we were more than friends, once upon a time.
You tried to hide it, but I smelled a tryst. A shame, though. I'd have satisfied her well. But no cavalier would rot in another's garden. So, Witcher...
Let's go.
Onward! I'll be right behind you.
No sign of her yet. We need to wait.
This is very romantic.
Fuck off.
Behold! Wars have started over uglier wenches. Well, raids have been undertaken at least.
True, she looks lovely. Let's go.
Whoa, whoa, hold! Mean to go in, wearing that?
What else?
Have you seen how she's dressed? I'll not parade at that jewel's side in a rank tunic. You need a robe. One daren't attend a wedding in anything less.
Don't happen to have a robe handy.
What do you mean? What about that?
All in all, why not?
Ah, that's the spirit.
Ah, this'll do wonderfully. Perfect fit. It feels tailor-made. Now for shoes. One must wear shoes to a wedding. And we must be neat. May they draw and quarter me if I've ever seen a lovelier lass.
Nothing left of you to draw and quarter, alas.
Doe eyes, a swan's soft supple neck, and a waist so slim you could grip it one-handed.
You're actually quite amusing this way.
Be assured, you'll like me even better when you come to know me more intimately.
How intimately?
Enough to get a sense of my assets, my dear. Trust me, they're nothing to scoff at.
May I please speak to Geralt for a moment?
Whatever for. This evening is about my pleasure, not his.
Just for a moment, then you can jump right back in.
Be quick. I'll not stand here doing naught. I'm to enjoy myself.
Geralt, I'm about to introduce you to the newlyweds. Please make sure your friend doesn't embarrass me.
I can't make him do anything. All that nonsense is his. I feel like an ass saying it.
I liked some of that nonsense.
What, for example?
It would do you good to be more relaxed sometimes.
Relaxed? So you think I'm uptight?
What I mean is, it would be nice from time to time if you could sit back and enjoy life, instead of going around solving everyone's problems.
But what does... I don't understand.
Of course you don't. You're as dense as year-old hardtack. Luckily, you've got me.
We'll talk later. Let's go to this wedding. The sooner the ghost has his fun, the sooner this'll be over.
Finally, something that's not utter tripe. We shall dance till the break of dawn.
You get till midnight and not a second longer.
That's not in...
Make an effort. This way. I'll be damned. A proper wedding. Overladen tables, plenty of worthy drinking companions, and a swarm of fair maids. But none compared to you, my dear rhubarb. Beware of the dog, Shani. Judging by the size of its house, the mutt must be big as a horse.
Thanks for your concern, but the doghouse is empty.
They let a man-eater like that run free? Have the wedding guests been warned? Seems we are indeed in for a cracking good time.
What a lovely rowan. I remember making necklaces of the fruit when I was a child.
Ah, the berries make for splendid hooch. Olgerd and I brewed in our teething years.
I shall introduce you to the newlyweds now. Try to behave.
For you, my rowan petal, I'd do anything.
Time to say hello. Be nice now.
Once more.
It's us now.
May you live in health and happiness, harmony and love.
Thank you, from the bottom of our hearts.
Now go.
Our turn. My dear friend Aldona and her chosen one, Jonas.
It's an honor. The sun shine brightly on this new path in your lives. I am
This is my friend of yesteryear, Geralt of Rivia.
Yes, 'tis I, Geralt, a witcher. Heartfelt thanks for your hospitality. I adore weddings. The brides especially. So fragrant, so tasty, I could...
Righto. I'm sure we'll all have a splendid time.
Tell me, Aldona, how is it you and my dear Shani know each other?
We met in Oxenfurt. Both studied medicine at the academy.
Wondrous times.
Over quickly in my case, alas. My family couldn't afford to keep me there.
It's never too late to pursue an education, my dear. Your husband is certain to help you complete your studies, provide the necessary coin.
I don't know. We've not talked about it.
Come, Jonas, surely you've not taken Aldona as a mere diversion for the alcove. You will help her with...
That is between me and her. You needn't butt in.
But I'm not. I merely ask. See, I've come to love your wife like a sister. So I ask you as your brother-in-law, will you help her?
I'm sure we'll discuss the matter.
That's my lad. You're a right decent... We've chewed the fat enough. Time's a-wasting.
Are you, expected elsewhere?
Me? Ha! I simply cannot wait to sample you.
Jonas and I invited more than a few lovely maidens. Perhaps one of them will catch your eye.
Oh, that's for damn certain.
And perhaps you will catch one of their...
It'd be nice, certainly, but I shan't be terribly bothered if it's not the case. Come, let's drink.
No, Josh. Lives down the hill.
Look. Munchkin's playing cards.
Perhaps you care to sit down.
Most certainly would.
No need for instance.
I'm sorry. I meant no offense.
Were that true, you wouldn't have called him a midget.
I've apologized.
I'd have you play and...
Let us play.
What's your weird...
Everything.
I never knew you.
You shall see many new sight, many large...
Normally we play that the losers got to wear the...
I needn't care.
witcher.
Perhaps.
Oh, weaseling out.
What do we do now?
Feel good losing somebody else's coin?
I meant to win, give you...
But you lost, so now...
I say,
We can't fleece a drunk.
have him just a minute. Bloke needs a...
Hear that? Agreed. 5% is yours, and I shall wear the cap. Never fear. A man must do what a man must do, and Vlad...
Hear that? So sloshed it.
Rogue's long dead.
Exactly.
Time to drink.
Aye, let's drink.
To the Witcher.
Hear that, Shani?
No.
It means we should...
And what's that mean?
Ah, the merriment.
I think you look chicken. Do you need help?
Shani, darling. Oh, you shan't believe what's happened. I'm marrying off my only daughter. Wanted a proper wedding for her.
Ooh, I've not seen that sort of...
Horribly dear. Diversions of that sort.
But I'll not squeeze coppers on my daughter, oh no. The groom's family have us for paupers, but we'll show them how wrong.
Seems we won't, in fact, for...
Groom's hound chased him off. That blasted demon. Ugh.
Calm yourself, Dumpling.
Ow. The man's got ass, he is. It's your first seat.
Such ears might be high fashion in his parts.
Oh, I doubt.
Before I can begin my witcherly investigation, I require guidance.
Well, the fire...
Why so?
Haven't a clue. Didn't like the man.
If I feared, it would have fled, not given chase.
Damn fool dog. How can you know?
Foolish or not, it's our son-in-law.
You needn't worry. The Witcher, that is, I, will find the...
Mighty generous offer.
Matters not. Witchers, that is...
He wore a jester's cap. Typical sort.
I shall find him.
We thank you.
Awfully nice of you to offer your help, but are you sure you're up to it?
I wish to find this magician. Give it a go, all right? But you cannot help me. I must do it alone. I expect it will be great fun.
Fine. Don't have to do this, but if I were you, I'd find the dog's tracks, follow its trail. Just a thought.
Excellent!
Shani, Vladimir and I need to find the Fire Eater. If we're not back by midnight, then...
Relax. We'll be back.
Tally-ho. The hound towards chain of the wall. Underfed, it seems. Or else the ash liquor really boiled the mutt's blood. The dog made these tracks true, but a small one. And judging by its house, demon is a hulk, but beggars can't choose their tracks.
Following some dog's
So
trail?
I shall follow these.
Not exactly how I imagined this wedding. Think I'll wait here.
Wonderful, my juicy pair. I shall continue my travails while you rest. Shan't be long. A broken branch. As if one too heavy sought to scamper up this tree. No discoveries of note as yet, but I shan't give up. This witcher work suits me swimmingly. A spark spitter's cap if ever I've seen one. As jesterly as they come. Chap must have lost it running from demon. Two conclusions then. Our magician is fat, and a coward. Missing man, missing mutt.
Am I seeing this right? That gammy puss.
Guess so. You, get down.
Oh no, no bloody chance. I value my life.
What do we do?
Sit.
Now that is power. If I'd had that, the Horsons never would have gutted me. Make it do some folly. Roll about on the ground. That sort of sport.
No.
Oh, could you be any more of a bore? I'll do it myself.
Roll over. Leave it alone.
Were I to command it to eat its own tail, it would do so, right?
Demon, doghouse now.
Now what have you done? Why ever? Ruin my fun.
Have it at the wedding. Climb down. Man-eating beast's gone, as you can see.
You sure it won't return?
Positive.
Better safe than sorry, I always say.
Geralt, this jester is drunk as a skunk. I hope he's not polished off that bottle yet.
I saved your life, man. Do you not at least owe me a sip?
Course. Bottoms up.
I say, cracking good mead. Now I understand why you wanted some private time with it.
Fine mead, true. But I was fleeing an hound. Hound? But it was a monster. A furry, faggy devil. They chose a fitting name for it. Those are excellent ears. What?
Your cap, sir. Lost it running from that pup like a gutless coward.
Oh, my...
You can forget about performing in your state.
Just watch...
Look at yourself, man. You're a tramp. Can barely...
First off, that's bollocks.
Oh, you shan't pull the wool over my eyes. I know your type. Now, here's the plan. We shall head down this path till we arrive.
But...
Silence. Do you know me, sir? When a nobleman speaks you will stay close at my side. We will return to the wedding, where you will put on a show to make our honored...
Yes.
Good. Then let's be off. Keep calm. Stay close.
I shan't say a step. Wild animals behind every stump in these woods.
There. That. As much as your cock's a tentpole. Hide, you blind fool.
Save
Tell me, are bears often boar-shaped in your experience?
Got weak eyes, see?
Indeed you are not.
David Alt.
Listen here, Master Hatton. I'll see to it you're drunken. The missing fire blower is missing no more. It was my doing, if I may say so myself.
And Demon? What's with him?
He failed to return.
No, he did. He's just acting mighty strange.
Seems to be in a muddle of sorts. Got as much life in him as a carrot.
Might have eaten some nightshade or whatnot.
Your attention, please. I invite all...
We must watch the trickery. Never saw anything like it while alive. do some dancing.
In my experience, witches and dancing don't exactly mix.
Today they mix like fire and oil, my love. We'll dance the barn down. Faster, faster, till we expire.
And now, a special treat for our special guests. The Witcher Geralt and his enchanting...
At last, music for our loving embrace. Come, Shani. It's time.
Oh, you're rather good at this.
They say dance is a mere foretaste of... more.
Who says this?
I do, for one.
I do wonder...
Oh, it's a fascinating process. One you as a scholar. I'd gladly explain it in detail, but it's horribly loud in... See the ladder? Leads to a loft. Surely there we'd not be disturbed while investigating the... Seems the music and the evening draw to a close. Know how a true dancer thinks.
Not sure I do. What are you doing?
I have my mind, my heart.
We must agree. You can say whatever you please, but you should keep it.
Don't be upset, my peach.
I'm not upset. Just...
I'd had a long fast, so to speak. Hunger overwhelmed me. Shani.
Could I talk to Geralt for a moment?
What for? You'll have nothing of interest to say.
Please.
Very well.
See how I've reeled her in? Now don't fuck this up.
Geralt, I'm curious what it's like when that ghost's inside you. Do you feel anything?
I feel everything. Don't have any control over what I do or say, though. Why do you ask?
Because I wonder what it would have been like to dance with you.
Probably I'd have done what he did. Still like to.
Then why don't you? Well?
Thing is, normal folk don't act like Vladimir.
Because they are...
Don't be too...
Ha! See that?
Happened to see the man who...
Yes, he acted as though he...
Gonter O'Dim, Master Mirror. Wonder what he's doing here.
Then perhaps you should just ask him.
Yeah, he didn't show up without a...
Consider that he might have simply been nearby and dropped it on a whim.
Promise you this much. He never does anything simply.
Bah! I was to make merry, carouse. Yet here I've stood the last 5 minutes.
Better. Midnight is young. Come, let's do something wild.
A legend, a dark
is now but flour, honey, eggs and spices.
I beg to differ, madame.
What sort of balderdash is he feeding?
Quiet. If you listen, you'll learn.
Time? What do you mean, time? An ingredient?
Time gives the proper consistency. That. Greetings, Shani. I must introduce myself. My, what a lovely dress. The cup.
Thanks. I've heard a lot about you, but no one mentioned it.
Quite simply, I know.
Is that so?
What? That you were ever the worst brother. That you envied Olgierd from your earliest days and always wished to be.
Wait, you can see me? That is, me, Vladimir von Everec?
Of course. Why ever wouldn't I?
Because I'm in Geralt's body.
Just who would I be if the true nature of thing, someone like you?
I wouldn't want to get blood on my damsel's dress, but
you shan't touch me. I know you'd very much like to act like your brother in this situation. Damn it. You're simply not him, no matter how much you wish you.
Rubbish. I never envied my brother.
Of course you did. He was a shining role model. Olgierd ran faster, shot. Olgierd learned to read first, although you tried your damnedest to beat him.
I apologize, Shani. I'm rather sorry.
Stop fooling yourself. Shani isn't here for you. She's here for Geralt. Even after death, you Oh, by the way.
You lying dog.
That's the question is, were you as dear to...
He made a hero of me in death. In my last battle, in truth, I was far from valiant. I hid in a cellar, yet they found me. Cornered me like a rat. But
I'm rather curious how you know all this.
Olgierd visits my grave, often. Pours a drink for me.
Well...
What are you getting at?
I shan't disturb you any longer. Have a splendid time.
Shani.
It's all right. That was... Let's go.
All lies. Not a word of truth.
Don't let it go.
Olgierd was not just my brother. More importantly, he was my best mate.
Let it go. I believe you. And now revel on. Time won't wait.
To catch a painted pig. Smearing you do well not to pester folk.
What sport is this?
Lads are racing to be crowned king of the swineherds.
And the rules? One must be a swine.
Nay, any man can try his luck.
Sounds like damn...
We'd be honoured.
A witcher with asses chasing swine.
What's that you say?
Me? Nothing.
Good.
Get that cripple out of there! Could chase his own wench into a bed.
Shame there's no painter here. It's a moment worth immortalizing for posterity.
Watch my movement, Shani. I'm spry as a cat and sly as a fox. I'll show these imbeciles how one chases a porker. Come on, piggy. Got a nice and cozy pen for you. See that, Shawnee? One pig penned. Feel foolish, peasants? Learned a lesson from your better? Are the pigs penned? Indeed they are.
Whoa, Master Witcher. I know. Seen that afore. Meaning you
Shawnee.
Yes.
Damn it. Now for what I say. Go shove. Do I look anything like a... Forgive me, Shawnee. I've let you down.
Are you worried about that pit?
We're here as a couple. I wanted to win you that...
Really? It's unimportant.
Tell me, Shawnee.
What do you mean?
I'm on the prowl. That's clear. In Geralt's name and flesh, of course. But still. Yet the more I woo you, the less you seem ready to succumb. So I ask myself, what am I missing?
Perhaps you're just not my type.
Rubbish. I'm every lass's type.
Is that so?
With pleasure. Show me a lass, and I'll have...
That one, with the garland.
Splendid choice. Now observe as Vladimir von Everek does his thing. Now, who have we here?
Do I know you?
That's the crux of it. We've not met. I've had to endure half a lifetime without you.
An entire lifetime, more like.
A moment might... Do not sabotage me.
Fine, fine. I'll stay out of your way.
My sweet, you are...
But well...
You needn't know, and I shall make a true lady of you.
Salons? But really?
In Novigrad, Oxenfurt.
Lesky, step away from the man.
Who the devils are you?
We're the Mrs. Brothers, and we swore to our down his dying day we'd keep those of your ilk far from her.
Easy, lads. No harm done. An innocent conversation.
We all heard your innocent talk. Wanted to draw her to the barn. What were you going to do there? Talk some more?
Naturally. We would speak.
Find another beauty, or I'll dance with you, Miss...
Geralt, you saw it. I tried to resolve this peacefully, but they wish to fight.
Fear eat your stones.
That's the last ploughing straw. No one...
Calm down, boys. Don't want to fight you.
That does it! Rah! Hi-ya!
Show us what you got.
Hot damn, boy. You needn't ask me twice. Fence boys. The perfect weapon for sweaty-assed swinehounds.
Perfect fit for your job, you ploughing...
Never in my life have I reveled so fiercely. Had enough peasant spawn. Who else wants a yourself a match for a... Away with you. Begone. I've tired of looking at your slack-jawed yaps. Where to, my love? I was to turn you into a lady.
Geralt, you must explain I was not at fault. They lunged...
In your dreams.
There it is. You...
You always that charming in life?
It worked.
Listen, tongue and fists on a leash from now on. Have your fun, but don't beat the wedding guests.
Fine. Uh-oh. Shani approaches.
You made this mess. You do the
Oh, all right.
Your methods... quite unusual.
Hazard of the trade, my love. I'm clearly a bit out of practice. But point out the next young miss, and I will gladly prove I...
You've proven everything amply. Let's just have fun, all right? After all, you haven't much time left.
Fine. I suppose you're right. Come then. So good to shake the kinks from one's bones. Found yourself a perch from which to survey passing beaux?
What do you mean? What's taking you so long? Bring me my shoe!
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot?
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, in case she can't find a privet.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. Am I to dance now with one foot?
Oh, look, dearie, I did. Take there. Muck must have...
Well, poke your paws in there.
What's all this then?
They're playing slip-in for...
Never. Us gentry folk have a...
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. A man's got to die.
Look, mutations don't just turn them barren as a mule, they give them an ass's ears too.
And once I retrieve it?
Well, your maid'll be pleased as punch. Or it means you're a gallant beau. And all...
Is that all? No prize?
That depends on the miss in question. If she wants to give you a kiss, she will. Oh my.
Oh, there's more to come. Prime game. Shawnee, your slipper. I shall prove I'd dive to any depth for you. Observe, Shawnee.
My eyes are glued.
Seems to think the slipping will be easy, don't he?
Damn mucky that pond, sank in up to my armpits.
Mucky as it might be, the lake still couldn't keep my shoe.
See my blueberry? Such devotion.
Something's...
Why, naturally. Ride off with me, Shawnee, to Kovir.
A lovely plan.
Too true. Oh well. Recognize this, Cinderella.
My shoe?
Now extend your supple leg and let me slide it in. That is, on.
Thank you.
Nothing like a good swim. Now we must do something else. Something wild.
I'll leave you for a moment. As a bridesmaid, I need to be by the bride for the capping.
Go on, Shawnee. I'll manage. Ladies and gentlemen, this night I've tasted of life's delights so fiercely, I've decided to...
Geralt, there's no need.
So be it. If there's no demand, I shan't supply. would have been a beautiful speech.
It's almost midnight. Time for the capping.
You're a bridesmaid, Shani. Take your place.
Midnight chime has struck. The capping times are come. What thoughts in young hearts prance? What dreams make young blood run? Be they nice, be they vice, of jestily or lordly stance, out they'll come in this hour's dance.
A lovely custom. Blushing maids twirling in dance, the hair swirling.
Will you stop?
Did you see it? Shani caught the...
Maybe. Doesn't matter. It's past midnight. Time for you to go back to the...
I can't. I'm not finished here.
It's past midnight. You can take off those lovely ears. Only if you want to, of course.
Lovely as they are, think I'll put them away for now.
Is Vladimir's ghost gone?
You see? She asks after me.
I'm here, my ever-loving tulip. That kiss as we danced made my head so light, a team of hellish stallions could not...
You seem to have enjoyed yourself.
A kiss. I knew it would end this way. An end that is...
No, it's just an end. It's after midnight. Your time has come.
Ah, we needn't fret such trifles. Death's not come to claw me back.
What's Geralt think about that? You gave your word.
Shani, darling, I'm dead.
Vladimir von Everec, go back whence you came. Please.
Stay out of this.
Stop! I beg you! Stop!
Get ye hence, or I'll take you with me, and your mouldy crypt will look like paradise in comparison. The choice is yours.
Don't torture him.
I promise he'll not die.
Gods, what is this?
What did you do to him?
Sent him back whence he came.
I hope you didn't hurt him.
I disposed of a pest. There was no need for you to suffer his cheek any longer. Geralt had finished his task, you see, so...
Yes, I know. As soon as he finishes one task, he needs to rush off to the next.
Who knows? Perhaps this time will be different. I saw you looking at each other, and it just so happened.
You do? How?
Shani, darling, regardless, what matters is Vladimir von...
I'd like to stay longer, but...
Don't make excuses, Geralt. I'm not angry. As for me, well, perhaps I expected too much of this wedding.
Not sure I understand.
Never mind. I should find Aldona. I am her bride.
Ah, there it is. The face of a man who's failed to understand a woman.
You understand her?
Of course. Women are simple. Your friend will now make a show of being hurt, pick her some flowers, or bring her a drink.
Rather manage without your advice, thank you.
She cares for you. You have feelings for her. Don't overthink it. Surrender to You needn't end like Aldona and Jonas. Besotted fools bound by a contract they'll never escape. Seize the night. Seize your chance. Enjoy one another. That...
River tosses from the shore each day. Refugees escaping hell.
Don't touch me. One drink,